Have return plans for an absent AEW star been revealed? Plus, a New Japan name departs the company, and Logan Paul attempts to pawn the WWE US title. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now.
Logan Paul attempts to what there, Tom?
Yeah, I am not repeating myself again, just in case.
Fornicate with the US title?
Not that kind of thing. That'll get us demonetized in a hurry. It's not that. We'll do it in a minute.
Sorry, Tom.
Oh, it's fine. Thank the internet. Thunder Rosa flavoured news we start with. She hasn't wrestled since last year, and as a result of a serious back injury and surgery to get it better, we've just not seen her. We was teased that she'd be part of Collision in the early stages of the birth of that show, and then nothing. But it looks as if a return is on the cards in a different way now.
Yes, I can exclusively reveal right now that Thunder Rosa will be allowed to leave Tony Khan's office for the first time in several months. She's been locked in there for a long time now. Miro was let out a few weeks ago, and now Thunder Rosa will be given the same treatment. What's the next news story, Tom?
Well, let's dig it. Well, once she's out of that office, where does she go? Well, it looks like she snuck out the other night because she got into a little altercation with Billy Starks at an independent show, and this could cause Athena to pipe in. Athena, of course, has Billy Starks as a wonderful underling on Ring of Honor.
She's making her a shoot fighter, isn't she? Little by little, as Oasis said many moons ago.
She's giving you everything that she ever dreamed of. So Athena saw this tete-a-tete with Thunder Rosa and Billy Starks, and Athena said, I know what you're trying to do. You could just ask, coward, suggesting that Thunder Rosa's challenging Billy Starks as a way to reach out to Athena. Thunder Rosa responded saying, if that's what you think it is, you got my number, champ. Oh. Athena then told Thunder Rosa that challengers come to her, not the other way around. Advised the Ring of Honor board directors to let her through. So it feels like
I'm doing the Booker T thing again.
Yeah. Making noises.
Biscotti.
Biscotti.
That's what he says.
He does say biscotti. He really does. No date has been set for Thunder Rosa's in-ring return, but I mean, a trip to Ring of Honor on the way to AEW wouldn't be a bad decision.
Especially when you've been on the shelf, so to speak, for so long with that back injury and whatever else has been going on in Thunder Rosa's life. I've made that sound a bit more sinister than I meant to. You know what I'm trying to say? Well, the other injuries she might have had over the past year or so, as I've been saying, that she's been missing. So yeah, getting a few reps in there before going back to AEW just makes a lot of sense, because it seems so long ago, but there was a time where Thunder Rosa was like the most popular women's wrestler in AEW.
Really was. Stories came out regarding some things behind the scenes about that initially sort of dulled the sparkle, but genuinely think that when she comes back, it's going to be a good time. I think she's got still so much to give. Storylines left, unfinished, and leads left unleaded that Thunder Rosa can get herself back in the mix with.
Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, Cage.
Oh,
again. I don't know why. Just that documentary thing, the reality TV show they did.
The documentary they did that time. Loser gets put back in Tony Khan's office. One that we'll keep an eye on as we're nearly saying hello again to Thunder Rosa. New Japan say goodbye to a long-standing voice of the show.
It's a weird way to say he's joining AEW this, but yes, Kevin Kelly has, there's a statement being put out saying that Kevin Kelly is departing to pursue outside opportunities, and the press release also says that Kevin was originally planning to join the English broadcast of Wrestle Kingdom 18 on January the 4th, but will be unable to attend due to family commitments. New Japan Pro Wrestling joins fans in their gratitude for the work Kevin has done to grow the English-speaking audience for New Japan, and for countless memorable calls over the years. They all wish Kevin the very best in his future endeavours.
He's absolutely been a backbone. Him and Chris Charlton have done some sterling work on the commentary table for New Japan Pro Wrestling. He previously stated his intentions to step away from New Japan. Earlier in the year, he said, my wife of 32 years said she doesn't want to be alone anymore, so that's why I made the decision. So, I'm so happy for Kevin Kelly. He and his wife are going to get to spend more time together, but, I wonder whether, I get this, because normally me and Alex spend an elongated bit of time together, probably about a week, and Alex is going, shouldn't you get back to work soon? No, I'm hanging out with you forever now. But I know this is, and as you say, the AEW proposition from Kevin Kelly. Certainly makes it more likely he'll be around more often.
Yeah, it has been. I think if you look at if you want to tally up the shows that both what's his face, Ian Riccoboni and Kevin Kelly have done on Collision, I'd probably say Kevin's done a few more than Ian. I don't know what they're doing there, but anyway, it looks like he's going to AEW.
Long-time New Japan broadcast colleague of Kevin Kelly, Chris Charlton, wrote, "Nothing but gratitude for what Kevin has done for me personally and the wrestling community at large. And Walker is off to a great start. We're on track for a parity or near parity with live in English Japanese in 2024, thanks to the groundwork Kevin has laid." He is, of course, talking about the Velvet Voice himself, Walker Stewart, who took over Kevin Kelly's role on New Japan Fighting Spirit Unleashed, and he'll likely continue from there. He has a lovely voice.
It's good to see that Walker Stewart's left his role as a F1 driver from the 1960s to take up this commentary role for New Japan. What a name that is.
That is quite the guess. You are quite the gets for making that connection. So all the best to Kevin Kelly on what is coming up. Pretty sure where this is going, and a great shout for Walker Stewart to get in the mix there as well. Let's talk about wrestling at the movies, shall we, Ross Tweddle?
Don't do it. It'll get you kicked out and barred from the cinema.
Yeah, it is the last thing you need at this time of year. The Iron Claw is set for a Christmas release. Now, my fear is that people are going to go, "Oh, a lovely film about wrestling." That'd be nice to get us in the mood for Christmas. You know, the same way I felt when I went to go see that Robin Williams film, What Dreams May Come. Oh, a lovely Robin Williams film. This would be delightful. Oh my God.
I had the same with the Pinocchio remake by that man that's on Netflix. I think it went live last year on Netflix. Oh, it's that Italian man. Yeah. I think he's Italian. He's got an Italian sounding name, the director. It was horrible.
It was a horrible time. Now, this looks like a beautiful movie. If you saw the trailer that dropped a few months ago, it looks fantastic, but obviously it is, for anyone who's been in the wrestling industry and knows what wrestling's all about, this is a really sad story that they cover, a real heartbreaking tale of the Von Erich family in the Iron Claw. Chris Van Vliet was on the red carpet. He spoke to Chavo Guerrero, who helped choreograph some of the wrestling scenes for the movie.
Yeah, Chavo said, "For our first real wrestling scene in the movie, Sean Durkin, who is the director, asked me to be the wrestler in there. He's like, I need you to really set the tone for this movie." So when that happened, we worked a 10-minute match or a 12-minute match over and over and over again. It wasn't just clips and clips. They wanted to get a feel for an actual wrestling match and take the parts they wanted from it. So he did that. I mean, 10 to 12 times.
And this is Chavo Guerrero wrestling, by the way, with Zac Efron, with Hollywood actor Zac Efron.
He's a large boy.
He's a large boy, but he really got into it. And there's a scene in the trailer where you see Zac Efron hit a diving crossbody, and that wasn't no stunt double, nor stunt granny. That was Zac Efron. And Chavo said, "I explained to him the first time, I go, look, the higher you jump, the easier it's going to be. It seems weird, but the higher you go, I can find you easier and you can find me." He was like, "Okay, I trust you." And he went for it. And once he did it once, he did it 20 times. He could just do it. So Efron's really thrown himself into the wrestling role.
I mean, yeah, all we have is him hitting the ropes and him hitting a crossbody. And if that's anything to go off, he's going to be a fantastic professional wrestler. I would say he's going to be ooh-woo in the WWE within 2 years.
Oh, he's done it.
Mark the timestamp.
He's done it.
Come back in 2 years.
See you then when we're all robots.
But I should say as well, if you want a little taster of what's to come in this dramatization of a very real and very horrible story that is the Von Erichs, the rise and fall of the Von Erichs is on our YouTube channel right now. Just go and search it in the little searchy bar. In fact, we'll put it in the description, won't we, Joel?
Yes, we will,
Cheers,
Joel. Thanks, Joel. We love you, Joel.
But yeah, it's a harrowing tale of just a family that gets embroiled in the business, and the business sort of chews them up and spits them out.
That's a hell of a way to put it. You can watch it on the YouTube channel right now. Let's end with somebody else who's embroiled in the wrestling business right now, Logan Paul. He's been a busy boy once again. He's taken the belt on some wild adventures. I, for one, will never condone somebody stealing a championship and taking it around the country on hilarious adventures.
Flashbacks to 4 years ago.
Oh, it never goes away. What's Logan Paul been doing, Ross?
Yeah, he's basically taken his newly won United States Championship to a pawn shop, and the pawn shop owner sort of checks legitimacy of the US title and then makes him an offer, basically, which isn't anywhere near what it's worth, I would argue.
Well, Logan Paul was like, "I'll happily take $100,000 for this title." We see the guy checking the legitimacy of the gold. He asks, like, who would buy this? And he says, "Oh, no, Cody Rhodes might come in, Seth Rollins, it's a guy called LA Knight, he might have it."
Is that a WrestleMania match I sniffed there? Because the way he lingered a bit on LA Knight, I was like, right, there might be sowing a few seeds here.
His first, I think LA Knight's first title win is going to be over Logan Paul.
At WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania.
Oh.
Do it, you cowards.
I'll do the pawn to WrestleMania if that happens, Tom. Goodness me.
It's been quite the few weeks for Logan Paul as US champion. He's taken the belt on quite a few adventures. He's been running with the belt. He's been in the shower with the belt. Triple H told him not to have sexual intercourse with the belt on. He proceeded to have sexual intercourse with the belt on, possibly damaging the leather, most certainly corrupting or perforating the Velcro in the process. As anybody that's anybody surely knows, if you perforate the Velcro on the belt, then you're not getting your money back on that. That'll lower the value in the pawn. I hope he took it to the pawn dealers before he perforated the Velcro.
I would argue with it being Logan Paul if he went afterwards and there was a little bit of Logan Paul or Mrs. Logan or Mrs. to be Logan Paul on there. Might be worth a bit more in some circles.
You could grow some more Logan Paul.
These news videos always take a direction you never think they're going to take.
I know, right? Isn't that life in general?
So could you tell us about your experience with the title belt and the Velcro and whatnot on your naked behind?
I would love to. In fact, I'll tell you right now in gruesome detail.